what has been Skillman until now. Skillman is a European funded project under the Erasmus Plus program. It was a sector skill alliances in the transport sector, so our commitment and our objective was to provide innovative trainings in this sector. And it started some time ago, so actually it started in January of 2015. You can have an overview of all the information on our website, official website, which is Skillman.eu. Now I'm just showing to you our timeline so that you can see we had a very good consortium with industries representatives like Scandinavian Airlines, Fiat, and Jaguar Land Rover. We have national providers, accreditation bodies. The consortium was composed by partners from three European countries, Italy, United Kingdom, and Denmark. But all the activities and dissemination activities were intended to be shared with all European countries. So we started defining which were the focus areas and the contents that we had to design in order to give a response to the challenging of the industry in the transport sectors in providing trainings for the most innovative contents which were not enough addressed by the traditional educational training sector. So we finalized our contents around the three curriculum: industry and production 4.0 specialists, so the automation in advanced manufacturing in a 4.0 point of view. One curriculum on robotics, industrial robotics, of course, and composite repair, mainly speaking related to aviation sector, aircraft sector, and also to car sector. These were three examples, three contents that we have provided, we have tested in a real classroom. So in practical words, we have written down units of learnings in terms of competence and skills needed, and in terms of methodological approach, in assessment, in contents, and whatever. And we tested in a real classroom, so that we are now finalizing all the documentation thanks to the results of our piloting activities, so-called piloting training sessions. And we are going to publish all the final documentation on our website in terms of detail of the curriculum, methodological guidance for trainers, and methodological guidance in terms of certification of those activities. You can already navigate in our website up to the e-learning platform, which has a similar address, learn.skillman.eu. If you go to this webpage, you will see our documentation and the logical approach that we adopted. In fact, the units of learning can be addressed through three different doors. As you can understand, you can address the content directly in the whole curriculum. The three curriculum that we have seen before can be delivered in all those units of learnings. But you can also access to our units of learning with a different approach. For instance, through job roles, which can be composed by several units of learning taken from different curriculum. And you can also approach our contents in terms of certification. We have built all our contents according to the ECVET system, and generally speaking to the European frameworks, to allow the recognition of competencies across borders. So in the final documentation you will get on our Skillman.eu website, you will have also guidance on how to adopt your those contents in terms of units of learning or curriculum, to adopt those contents in your context, and to provide official recognition of those competencies through your national system of certification. In this way, yes, we can provide all the guidances and the details in how you can adopt those contents in your context directly using those units of learning. But of course, the most innovative approach is how we have built all those units of learning, because of course contents are continuously evolving. You can use the similar approach in your own context and with your specific contents. And now you are looking to some of our units of learnings. They are all using the same approach, the same, I would say, template, so that each content is described in terms of contents, knowledge, and skills. And then you can find also the specific e-learning contents that we have uploaded. But of course, the open educational resources you find here are only attached to the real classrooms that we have provided, we have tested, and you will do yourself if you want to use those concepts. So now we are in a very final phase for this first project of Skillman. We are finalizing all the documentation. By the end of this year, the 31st of December, we will have all the content published. We have already acquired a lot of memberships from external stakeholders and partners and vocational learning institutions which are interested in delivering those contents. So yes, of course, you can feel free to ask for any clarification or to have any details on what we have provided that you can do by yourself. And as Giovanni was saying in a few minutes before, we are going to go on with new activities. And now I give the floor to Giovanni, give back the floor to Giovanni, so that he can talk to you, he can speak about those new activities that we are designing. So please, Giovanni, feel free to take back.
Okay. Thank you very much, Fabio, for this very short introduction that allow us to understand the main aim of the Skillman Consortium in the past 3 years was to develop innovative curricula in the advanced manufacturing sector. We have a large repository of unit of learnings that are these small bricks that compose under the ECVET qualification, ECVET system, the offer of the Skillman curricula. These units can be, of course, recomposed to design new curricula and can be also enriched with new units of learnings that is the next stage part of the Skillman Consortium life, to create new curricula, even enriching the repository of the existing unit of learning. So I'm going to introduce you the two ideas, the two directions that the Skillman Consortium is taking on in this moment. The idea is to present to the European Commission at the February deadline two new project proposals that will be branded by the same Skillman Consortium, that confirm a large number of members in his network. Nowadays, I think we are one of the largest least European consortium, European network for the introduction of the advanced manufacturing in the VET curricula. The members that compose the network are around 200. I don't know, one of you has submitted in the last period the participation to join the network. Anyway, welcome to the new members. We have contacted some new member in the last days. This is the reason why someone of you has received my invitation by mail, because we are going to split the activity in two parts, and one is to enlarge the debate of the effect to introduce the innovation in advanced manufacturing through the school, through the VET institutions and the universities, and we want to stress the ethical aspects that are involved in this process. We want to be sure that when a school take benefit from the Skillman curricula, there is an engagement by the school and the students to implement such technologies, not for producing weapons or other solutions, technology solutions that then will be implemented to produce weapons. And then we want to have enlarge the debate. We want to have a wider public. So we want not limit the debate to the educational institutions and to the industry representatives, but as we have started to do, we want to also involve NGO and other organizations from civil society, and also, of course, the public bodies. We have a large number of ministries or departments from public bodies that are taking part to the Skillman network. We want to put all these different voices together to start a debate on the relevance of curricula in advanced manufacturing sector in the school system, in the VET system, in universities, to make all these people able to elaborate new concepts and to give policy advice and other kind of voices over the debate that is still existing concerning the use of technologies to produce weapons. This is not only this idea is based. Who is speaking now? I have.
Good morning.
Good morning. I have to switch off your microphone, please, and you have to wait because you entered during the meeting running. So you will have the possibility to present your organization in a few minutes. I was telling that this is the first idea, but the idea is not only based on the need to make a debate on ethical aspect. This idea will be stressed will be bring on making a proposal in the strategic partnership. Just a moment, I want to share my screen. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So in the strategic partnership call, we are going to present this idea and request of funds. The target is not only to make this debate, but also to support the life of this large network of stakeholders that will implement conferences, networking activities, webinars, focus groups, and so on, to create a large debate among the ethical aspects of this argument that we are debating. The second, the second branch of the Skillman continuation is to make again new curricula and to enrich the existing curricula with other solutions and unit of learning and open educational resources like we did in the first 3 years. These will be realized with another Sector Skill Alliance proposal to EASEA, and the focus of this new proposal will not anymore limited to the transport sector like it was, I would say not limited, what was focused on the transport sector. This is a very wide sector and very relevant for the economy, but we want to enlarge our activity and not limit to the transport sector the production of curricula, as we want instead to focus more the technologies in themselves. I think about, for example, Internet of Things, or for example, like was in the first period of the Skillman life, was the composite materials or the robotic. So these technologies were treated because included in the transport sector. We want to now reverse the process, and we want to focus the technologies in themselves, and then we can propose curricula solutions that belongs to different sectors and not only the transport sector. So we are going to involve new partners. There are 2 roles, as you know, the associated partners and the full operational partners. The associated partners take advantage and are the final beneficiary of the activities of the Skillman consortium. In both cases, in the strategic partnership and in the Sector Skill Alliance proposal, the associated partners will have the advantages from the operational partnership partners' work. So, for example, in the strategic partnership, the associated partners will host the conferences, the webinars, the work groups, the dissemination activities, and so on. They will be able to ask to host the national conference, for example. They will implement funds to make dissemination at local level. They will have the mandate to create debate among the arguments that Skillman wants to stress. Instead, in the operational full partners will have to organize such conferences to support the local partners, so the associated partners, to deploy the activities and will design, etc. In the Sector Skill Alliance, there is a similar approach where the associated partners are the final beneficiaries. For example, the schools that want to implement the curricula, the schools that want to take part to piloting, or the companies also that want to send their own employees in that occasions. We have pilotings abroad in mobility, international mobility, and then we have the associated partners that provide the participants or take benefits implementing the new curricula in their own school or universities pathways. The same way, the operational full partners instead are the ones involved in deploying the design of the new curricula in managing the piloting and in supporting the implementation activities that are addressed to the beneficiary partners. These are the two proposals that we are designing for the next deadline. So we are keen to hear your voices, to know better you, and to have your inputs in terms of ideas and proposals. To do this second part, the ideas and proposal, we have set an online form that will be presented after your presentations. So now I will go to have your presentations. We have around less than half hour, so you have 3-4 minutes per person to introduce yourself and your organization, and then of course if you can you are asked to put your characteristics in relation to the two proposals that we are going to design, that we are designing for the next call. I start from the top of the current list that I see here. Andrei is in the list, but I don't see the camera. Andrei, are you on? Okay, so I pass to the next one, Silvia Stumpf. Okay, I suppose from Bulgaria, Silvia. I switch on your microphone. Now, if you have a line, you can talk, introduce your organization. Please try to talk. I think there is some problem in your microphone settings because we don't hear you. No. So, yes? Who's speaking now? No, I hear a voice, but it's not you. Is this one? Okay. So, Silvia, I propose that you make a test on your microphone. Then, when you will be on, I will give you the floor after another person. Now, I pass to Eleni from Asset. Eleni? Doesn't work. Eleni, you have to switch on your microphone, but I see that is not active, so I think you have not activated the microphone. No, we can't hear you, Eleni. No, because your microphone is not connected. You have to click on the telephone icon in the top, in the left side of the menu bar control, and then you have to switch on your microphone. Okay, Silvia, did you succeeded? No. Okay, I go down in the list, then you can make a test to connect yourself. Okay, I have here Mirto. Who's Mirto? Okay, Mirto, please. MYRTO-HELENA. The microphone is on from Germany, but I don't hear.
Hello?
Yes, now works. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello and good afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting us in this conference. My name is MYRTO-HELENA PERTSINIDES. I represent the civil society organization JUGEND und KULTURPROJEKT e.V. based in Dresden in Germany. And actually our association is mainly dedicated to developing skills and competences of young people and adults using mainly art and non-formal education methods. And right now we work a lot on the validation and recognition of youth worker skills through a new system of validation, which is the open badges, based on the Mozilla open badges for the validation. And so we also are responsible for organizing international projects, mainly in the fields of education, non-formal education, arts and culture. This means that we implement several training courses. We have implemented training courses on entrepreneurship, on developing adult skills, regarding the promotion of their skills, regarding their development as entrepreneurs. But also other kinds of projects that are more artistic projects, promoting civil society and the active participation of people in the civic society. So this means also that we organize and implement several conferences, events, cultural events, and we up to now have collaborated with a quite wide quite big network of partners, in not only in terms of culture and arts, but also in entrepreneurship and skills, competences of adults. So for this reason, I believe that we could be in a way helpful by bringing now at this time into the consortium VET centers in Germany that specialize in the fields that you have mentioned, because we haven't worked really with these fields, although we wanted to start a collaboration with the manufacturer fields and especially the building sector. So this could be something that we could definitely do, as well as disseminate the results of the project and all the learning outcomes, as well as organize events and activities that could, promote better the project. So this we could do, but of course our main role is mainly, to educate young people in not so much in this sector, but in the youth fields. That's why we're a youth and culture organization. I don't know if this is enough information. I can tell you we are involved in 3 different strategic partnerships. The one is about the validation and recognitions of youth workers' skills and competences. The other one is about the education of young people about the environment through board games. And the other one is also about the promotion of youth work and its recognition at European level, but also at national level. And then we are partners in several projects as coordinators as well in Europe for Citizens project, which mainly supports the active role of citizens in the society and being also active citizens, European citizens. That's mainly the work we do.
Thank you very much. That's very interesting, and I think that by the point of view of the consortium needs, you well represent the way to connect the project results with the final beneficiaries. In terms of networking activities, the strategic partnership we want to activate, focus and looks to organizations like yours to have the possibility to enlarge the debate and to involve as much as possible the youngsters in this discussion, to make them responsible of what they are going to do in the school, because they are going to learn technologies that can be implemented not only for peaceful purposes, but also for other purposes. And we want to make them responsible that technology is not something that you can treat without the reflection and the use of your mind and strong ethic values that you have to follow when you do something. So it's important that you collaborate to enlarge this debate and to involve such kind of stakeholders and youngsters in the debate. I think
I would just like to add that we collaborate with the municipality of Dresden, with universities, and also with schools. So our next step is to also talk to VET centers. This is something we really wanted to do it for a long time now, but we're involved in several projects, and this didn't let us down. So this could be also a next step.
Yeah, I understand you also talked about your involvement in existing strategic partnership concerning curricula or something like this, development for certification. Also, I know the badges that you mentioned that you implement. In fact, we don't have implemented such open badges in the first Skillman life, the 3 years, but we have anyway got certificates, qualifications, certificated by our certification bodies partners that are full members of the Skillman network. So it's not like the open badges, but we anyway have some similar qualification recognized by groupment of certification bodies at international level. So it's possible maybe to think also an integration of the open badges within the Skillman resources and references, but this could be also discussed in the next project. Regarding your active participation in the EASEA programs or projects, it's important also to share different experiences in the new proposals. So it's interesting for us to have you on board in some way to valorize your past experiences. Thank you very much for your presentation. I will ask at the end to fill the form that I will introduce, and then to discuss face-to-face the potentials of collaboration in the two projects. So we want to try again to go with Silvia. I switch on your microphone. Silvia, are you now connected? No. Okay, I have a suggestion for you, Silvia. We will move on to the next participant for the presentation. You can check the invitation that I have sent to you. There is, or just if you click on the flag in the managing bar of the conference, you have a list of phone numbers, so you can connect your voice through telephone. You can keep on the internet connection for the video, and then with your telephone you can call the local phone number. I suppose it's also in your country available, and you can make the connection by phone just for the audio. Okay, I try now to give the floor to AYODEJI. I don't know if I have pronounced correctly your name, so sorry eventually for the mistake. So now you can introduce yourself and the organization that you represent where you are based. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Giovanni.
Yes,
my name
we
is
can
AYODEJI.
hear you very well. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I also want to say thank you to the other participants on the conference. I'm in Manchester, based in Manchester, and I'm speaking from Manchester now. You can call me Ayo. That's better.
Okay.
The name of the organization I represent is called Vision 2020 Leadership Initiative, and we are based in Manchester. I'm grateful for the invitation to be part of this collaboration. Basically, the organization started in 2009, and since then we've had the opportunity of delivering several projects, both local and international projects. We've been able to deliver youth initiatives under the Erasmus Plus, under the Youth in Action program, then Erasmus Plus also. We've done several youth exchanges, partnering with several organizations, such as organizations in Georgia, in Jordan, in Turkey, and so on and so forth. We've also been doing, the Key Action 2 projects with, some of our partners. Last year we had a project with a Romanian partner, under the sports collaboration sector of the Erasmus Plus. Presently also, we are going into a partnership with another Romanian organization to deliver an online e-learning platform to build up skills-based courses for youth workers, for project managers, and so on and so forth. We've been doing lots of projects in different areas, in sports, in training, especially skills-based employability, training, and we've also been able to, work with some universities here in Manchester, and we are looking to also, connect with more universities. We've been working with young people for quite a while. We've taken young people from Manchester, to several parts of Europe, to Denmark, to HIGHLAND on youth exchanges, programs, and so on and so forth. So what we're looking to really benefit from this collaboration is to get connected and to be able to run entrepreneurial and skill-based courses for our young people. This will benefit them a lot, and we're also looking to work with some universities based here in Manchester, to see how we can also get them to link on to some of the advantages and some of the outcomes of the gains of this collaboration. I'm personally an international trainer. I've been on the training group with the British Council for a couple of years, and most of the training projects that we anchor or we deliver, by V2020, I've always been part of, the team. So one of the things I'm looking to gain personally is to also add, apart from also gaining, from or tapping onto some of your experiences, I'm also looking to be able to add on, some of my skills and some of my experiences, bringing that to bear on the partnership and the collaboration. So I think I will have to stop now, except probably there might be questions later.
Okay, thank you very much. The presentation was very interesting. I missed one information that maybe you mentioned in the beginning, but I didn't get. So you are an NGO, or what kind of organization is?
We are a registered charity organization.
Charity.
In England,
okay,
in England and Wales, and we also have some consulting arm, where we offer consultancy to local organizations.
Understand. And you are based at local level, or you are a national organization with different branches?
Oh, we are based at the local level. We are
the local
only,
level.
For now, we are operating from Manchester, but we're looking to.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking to expand
okay.
with time.
Good. If I could say, what is your main operational aspects? Is the charity fundraising, or the work on the field of education and that to provide people with skills? I missed this.
Yeah, I stressed it earlier on that we provide training programs.
Okay.
For both adults and young people within the local area. And also we've engaged in some international seminars, workshops, and training programs under the Erasmus program. In 2015, we had close to about 5 different international seminars and workshops here in Manchester. And the same thing, in 2016.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I
and
understand.
in 2016 also, we partner with some organization in Georgia.
Okay, okay, I understood this. Yes, that's important then to define better for myself, to understand better what could be your role, that is of course linked to both projects, but maybe is more related to the partnership building that we are going to make for stressing the life of the Skillman network. I think your connections are very good to implement this role. Now, after long waiting, I will ask our colleague from Vietnam. I don't know your name because you have write my name entering in the room. So anyway, I can switch off your microphone. Now you can introduce your organization. Do you hear me? Yes? No, I suppose he's not hearing me. Okay. Yes, you can talk now.
Me?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We expect a presentation from you. Sorry for the long waiting. You were also in queue in the previous conference, but I forwarded you to this conference because you joined too late to the other meeting. Please.
Yeah. Okay. Hello everybody. I would like to introduce. My name is Chin San from Vietnam. At the moment I am General Manager at the HIGHLAND CDS Social Enterprise in the north of Vietnam. Our program almost focused on vocational training for local people. We are local level, not national. So in our organization, we also have some international volunteers come here to help. We also have experience with these plus and almost our program now focus on vocational training for local people to get new skill and to access job opportunity in tea product and tourism. So we hope to have new collaboration with all of you to have some project to improve a skill for local youth here. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Chin Sam. The voice connection was not perfect, so maybe I missed some part. I would like to ask you to define again which are the field of vet education that you are involved in, because I understood the tourism, but I missed the previous part of the sector that you are involved in.
Please repeat again.
Yes, which are the sectors that you are involved in vocational education and training? I understood the tourism, but I missed the other words that you said before.
Actually, we are almost focused on job skill, something like English skill, and IT skill, and business skill.
Okay, I understand. Okay,
yeah.
And what about the tourism sector? Also, you give classes in the tourism sector?
Yep. Because in my location, very famous for tourists. So we are going to focus on responsible tourism. It is the new model for local people. Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me? Mọi người ơi, đừng vào internet nhé, tắt hết đi học hả?
Hello, I think we lost Giovanni. Fabio here again.
Yeah.
So let me take the
Sorry,
floor.
I lose the connection. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I can talk very short like this. Our vocational training almost focused on
yes,
almost
please.
focused on job skill like English skill, IT skill, and tourism.
Okay, thank you very much.
How to do business how to do business in responsible tourism. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That's clear. Thank you very much. Sorry for my request to precise better because my connection was not good and I was missing some word. I think that the reason of your involvement in the main aspect of your involvement concerned the capacity to enlarge the debate to different countries, different stakeholders, and different point of view, and to keep on the debate, to bring in the debate even very, very different situations and social conditions. So it's important to have your presence in our panel because we want to have your point of view on, especially on the debate on the introduction of the new technologies, or I mean new manufacturing solutions in the VET providers organizations. Okay, Silvia, you have written to me that you want to take part to a next meeting. That's okay, don't worry. Anyway, please, next time that you try, consider also the possibility to connect your voice through the telephone number, okay? So you can have a video by computer and telephone voice by phone call. I suppose you have local phone numbers that you can call. Here we have also Teona. Do you want try to speak? I switched on your microphone now, so I suppose we can hear you. Please. We don't hear anymore. Try to speak. Yes, Teona, I suppose we can hear you.
Okay. Great.
There is a background noise. Teona, please. Hello? Maybe some problem with the internet connection. So, Eleni, did you switch on your microphone? No. Seems that Teona, we hear some noise, but we don't hear your voice. May you?
Not now?
Yeah, we hear one voice, someone that say now, but who's speaking? I suppose there is a connection problem here, so I switch off this microphone. Teona, do you hear me?
Yes,
Do you hear me? Okay, we can hear you, but if you don't speak, we don't hear anything.
Yes. Let me my presentation.
Yeah. So the connection is too bad. There is like that you are in helicopter now. Okay, I switch off your microphone. I'm going to introduce the last part of the conference because we have 4 minutes to the end. Then we can also extend a few minutes more, but we don't want to pass the deadline too much. So the last part regards the continuation of this discussion offline and then face-to-face with the individual organizations among the Skillman consortium representatives and the individual organization concerning what to include in the project proposals that is related to the project proponents. So to do this, we have set one form that I will go to share with you immediately. I suppose is this one. Okay. So the page that you see online now, I suppose you have received by email the link together with the invitation to this online matchmaking meeting. As I was telling to you before, this form is related to the new two proposals that the consortium is going to submit, but there is also possibility to point out the attention even to other aspects that could be discussed among you and the Skillman consortium. So the form provide the place where to write your name and your email, and then one choice at the first stage on what you are going to propose to the Skillman consortium. There are three potential choices. The first one regards the new project that you eventually would lead. So if you have in mind a new project for the next deadline and maybe you need help to find the partners or to anyway to propose what you have in mind, so you can select this, the pink line, a new project that I would lead. In this case, you can put your project title. You can give a title to your idea. Then you can write here your text describing your ideas. And then if your idea is a new project that you would lead and you would like to have the collaboration of the Skillman consortium, so you can write here what help you need to bring on this idea. Instead, the second and the third lines of the choice regards the Skillman proposals. The first one is the strategic partnership proposal, and the second one is the sector skill alliance proposal. In the first one, you can propose, for example, activity. Just to give you an idea, the Skillman network will organize annual conferences and focus groups to debate the ethical aspects of the innovation in advanced manufacturing. So you can, for example, suggest that you have an annual, event that could be integrated within the network activities, or you have, for example, a committee of stakeholders that could join the network to make, for example, policy papers or some other documents to suggest solutions to the sizers. So you can do it selecting this line and putting this in the description of your idea. So you can propose here, for example, to introduce an annual conference linked to your own event or local groups or whatever you can get in mind that can be put in connection with the life of the Skillman network for the next 3 years. Then the last choice instead is referred to the Sector Skill Alliance, is the green one. The Sector Skill Alliance will go to design new curricula, to revise existing curricula, to pilot existing and new curricula, and to also implement fully curricula pathways from the existing one. So this means that you can suggest, for example, an idea on what to deliver, what to design or to host part of the pilotings in your own institution, in your own school, or to propose these to your partners on territory or at national level, and whatever you get in mind that could be put in conjunction with this general aim of the Skillman network that consists in design and deploy new curricula in the advanced manufacturing sector, concerning not only anymore transport sector, but more different sectors. So you have this form online. You can fill it as many times as you want, proposing different ideas. Then you have a space for links if there is a website that can help the understanding of your proposal, and then you can also attach, make attachments, attaching files that can explain better what you are going to propose. This is an important stage, not only because it allows us to understand better what you are going to propose or what you can propose and how you can interact with the new proposals, but even because starting from this form, we will set the individual face-to-face analysis to understand better what could be your role in the Skillman 4.0 new proposals. And of course, if you have other projects that you want to propose, we recommend you to also fill the form, because we can support you in various ways. The consortium, I remember you, it's quite a large consortium. I would say that is, I think, the largest or one of the largest consortiums at European level regarding the introduction of the advanced manufacturing in the VET curricula. So it's a good opportunity for any organization to take advantage from the consortium in itself. I would thank you very much, all of you, but before this I would give just 5 minutes opportunity for remarks or questions, and then we are going to close because it's 1:05, so we have already passed 5 minutes the deadline. If there is someone that wants say something, please take your microphone on and speak. Okay. Any requests? Yes, I see you, Mirta. Yes. Just a moment. We switch on your microphone. I cannot switch on your microphone, MYRTO-HELENA. It seems that you have the mic. Now you can.
Now you can
yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So regarding the ethical values that you said about the use of weapons, since we now work on the competences of not only youth workers, this could be of any person who is employed and can work anywhere in any company. We believe that these soft skills, as also I think the Vietnamese partner talked about, that they work on soft skills, are very important, because there we can see also the ethical values, and we can stress on such kind of competences that cannot be really certified through, formal education. So that could be a part that we could definitely be able to develop, even as a curricula, if you're interested, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. I fully agree with you. The non-formal and informal learnings are also a target to be certified in some way, and we want to include in this debate the possibility to analyze the relevance and to stress the relevance to all levels of these aspects. And it's important to have your contribution to make evidence of this reflection, and to give the possibility to the Skillman Consortium to not only list these targets, but to show how these targets can be concretely implemented, involving organizations like yours that are able to support this process in real and concrete terms on the field. So thank you very much.
I just would like to ask you something last.
Yes.
Do you have a more clear plan, like a description of what activities and intellectual outputs you want to implement in both of the project proposals you have described to us, so that we are able also to see what we are able, to undertake?
That's correct. This belongs to the second stage of the interaction among the consortium and the proponents, like you are going to be. So now we are collecting new inputs, not influencing with the fixed structure the reflection of our network members, so you can freely interact in this, giving your free advice on the events that you already have, the courses that you already have, whatever you think that could be in connection with the idea of the Skillman network. Then we will be able to reveal, to disclose the information concerning the work packages and the deliverable that are in plan of the two new project proposals, and then we will discuss in depth by each organization what will be the final decisions concerning the involvement and the deliverable that the organization will be involved in to develop. So I hope that this process is more clear now. So we expect your free inputs through the online form. We are going to have 5 of these online matchmaking meetings. Sonia, you will be able to take part to another meeting where your phone will work, where your voice connection will work, we hope. Thank you very much. I wait to receive your proposals through the online form, and then our team will contact you back to discuss face-to-face and to go deep in the debate. Thank you very much again. Bye-bye. See you at the next meet.